Why, Heidi ho, Heidi ho. So, message for today. I'm trying to figure out how to do this adding reels because I don't deal with Instagram anymore. I'm getting too many spammers, scammers on there. Seems like every freaking female is trying to use Instagram as a dating app. Anyway, the message for today. I do a lot of studying, primarily the Hebrew text, what some call the Old Testament of Torah and Tanakh. But I also study Zohar. So Zohar is our mother's Torah. So for English speakers, it says, don't forget your mother's teachings. Don't forsake your mother's teachings. And in Hebrew, it says not to forget your mother's Torah. Zohar is oral teaching. So it's rabbis discussing the different contexts inside of Torah and Tanakh, giving their view of what they come up with, and it's a really great book to read, and it goes through all of Torah, which would be the 5 books of Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, the rabbi. So a lot of Christians have issues with that because they don't think that they should read that. Zohar is a divine book. It's full of wisdom. So it's kind of like for a Christian, if you were sitting in church and you're doing Bible study. That's an oral translation. So that's you looking at different verses in the Bible and discussing it with other individuals in your Bible group, in your Bible study group. Well, it's a Torah study group. So those who are Yisrael, they'll sit and debate with each other, and it's usually a pretty heated debate. So sometimes it's not, but you throw your opinions back and forth and come up with conclusion, and that's what Zohar is all about. It was an oral translation that was finally put into a book form. So reading that book is really good because Christians, and not just Christians, Muslims and a lot of people that call themselves Jews, they see God as the masculine gender. And you sent your mother away to show me my Sefer, which would be a scroll. So when a man sent a woman away, he would give her a scroll so that another man who wants to marry her would know that she's already been married. And the reason why was because of harlotry. So a woman would be looked down upon for not being a virgin. So they would know that she's not a harlot, she was married. So therefore she's no longer a virgin. So that's the whole reason for a Sefer, a scroll, which is not other men. So that doesn't come from the Bar Association, British Accredited Registry. So anyway, studying Zohar and Torah and Tanakh, we learn that when the sun goes down, that's the end of the day. So we should be following God's calendar and time, not the time zone act of the Gregorian calendar year 1966. And we shouldn't be using names of land, because that's segregation and separation of what belongs to our Imaba. Kili kol ha'aretz, all the earth is mine, is what our Imaba says. So anyway, I figured I would start doing these reels. I do YouTube videos, and I add them to my profile. So if you want to find my YouTube videos, you can watch those. So I study a lot of psychology, so philosophy. I study laws. So I study UCC codes, which are Uniform Commercial Codes, Law of the Sea. United States codes, which are connected to the UCC codes, because everything is about trust law. You don't have to use that system. Let me repeat that. You don't have to use that system. And if you're going to use that system, you do so without prejudice, which is UCC, Uniform Commercial Code 1-308. No, 8. 4 and 4. Anyway, so that's the message for today. Study Zohar, and I think you might find it very interesting. God bless. Much love.